My final guest is one of the most renowned villains in soap history. She's terrorised the East End, belly danced her way to Bollywood, and now has her sights firmly set on Tinseltown. She's returning to the stage this Christmas to perform Take That Classics, and after 25 years on our screens, she's without doubt one heck of a drama queen.
That bitch humiliated me. I just want to go home.
Look, why don't you stay? We'll have dinner.
All I did was tell one small white lie about how important my job was. I mean, Richard didn't mind. So why the hell did it matter?
It shouldn't.
I've just been with too many men who were Romeo at the bar. And then the next morning turn into Che Guevara. Running for the hills. Just leave me alone.
Oh, no, not really. Please welcome Michelle Collins. Of a tragedy brewing there. But this is a bit of a turn-up for the books, isn't it? Take That musical. So tell us about it.
Well, it's called Never Forget, and it was in the West End. It was at the Savoy Theatre about a year and a half ago, and it was very successful. In fact, I went to the first night, and then they took it on tour. And they've been touring all over the place, and they asked me to go in for Christmas. I start on the 22nd till the 30th of January, with another guy who's going into it from Skins. Mitch Hewer, young people and older people like me, he's just gorgeous, honestly.
So are you playing Gary Barlow or Robbie Williams?
That's a joke, innit,
Yes.
Alan?
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Sorry. Can't be original.
Well, what it is, they're not actually Take That. They're guys. It's set up north, and they're guys who are unemployed, and they need to make some money to keep my pub open. I'm the pub landlady. And so they decide to get this band together. And they're all a bit sort of hapless, and they can't really dance, and they can sort of sing a bit. But, and so they formed this tribute band to Take That. And it's really great fun, actually, because they've been on tour. And so I've been following them around, rehearsing with them in Liverpool, Wolverhampton. And so tomorrow I rehearse, and Friday, and then I'm on Tuesday. Goodness me.
But what fun, great music. I mean, it's lovely.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's obviously it's sort of the comeback of Take That. But no, it's fantastic. I only have one little song. But yeah, and the dancing's great. You know, I've been in a musical before in the West End, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. But it's a wonder you've got time to do this now, because I gather you're toing and froing between here and LA. I mean, what's going on?
Well, I haven't got anything yet, Alan, but...
but you're confident that you might?
You have to be confident, don't you? You have to think positive, you know, and so I have my visa, and I did something out of there last year, and I've just been going back and forward, but because I've got my daughter here and I've had work, so I've had to keep coming back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for something called pilot season, which is in February, which means you go out there for a whole month, and there are about 150 scripts, and you just go up for these scripts, you just audition. So it's a bit like going back to the old days.
It's going back to you. And for someone who's now an accomplished actor and who could be forgiven for thinking, you offer me a part and I say, yes, I'll do it or not.
I quite like that, though. I quite like the fact that people don't really know who I am. They don't have any preconceived ideas, because, you know, I've been around a long time. Excuse the pun, Alan, but, I've been in the business for about 25 years, so people sort of say, oh, yes, I know her. Oh, we won't cast her in that. So, in a way, I want people to have a bit more imagination about me, you know, so in a way it's quite exciting.
Do you have to work on your American accent?
Yes, absolutely, and I have a tape for that. But, yeah, I mean, it's very competitive. You know, also in this country, I mean, it's always been bad in my industry, but I think there are 6% of actors that are working. 6%. Which is quite incredible. So I think in February there's going to be a lot of British actors. I mean, when I was out there before, I met David Tennant was there, and he's just picked up a pilot. But obviously Doctor Who is huge out there. But, so it's sort of scary, but it's quite exciting. And I always like a challenge. I'm a bit of a gambler.
Well, especially if there's got a few sort of mates out there. If you've got fellow Brits that you say, how are you doing? What did you do today?
There's a lot of Brits out there, there really is. And also, I think they seem to write, not necessarily better, but they seem to be more parts for older women out there, women of a certain age.
Desperate housewives as opposed to desperate actresses.
Yes, I have been up for that. But I had a general casting.
I can tell you about pruning wisteria for Wisteria Avenue, if that's any help. You know, that might get you going. But you had to go for that then?
I did. I went onto the lot. They call it the lot there, and And they drove me up in a little sort of golf car, and I went up and met the casting director. But I've said this before, but it was very funny because all he wanted to talk about was Susan Boyle. Because I've been over there for a month and I hadn't seen Britain's Got Talent and how fabulous she was. And he said, hey, have you seen this woman? And he showed me on YouTube. So we just sat and talked about Susan Boyle.
Let's not talk about her, let's talk about me. That can be...
So maybe next time, you know.
But you are, at least you are doing something this time. You're doing a Miss Marple, so we shall see you in a Miss Marple.
I've just finished a Miss Marple, which was fabulous. Again, you know, I've never been asked to be in a costume drama, so it was great. I played Treadwell in The Secret of Chimneys, it was called. And I've never played an older character, and also it was set in the 40s. So it was fantastic. And the director said to me, look at Rebecca, Mrs. Danvers. And I was like, oh right, OK.
Oh, that sort of
But
person.
very stern. But great.
But that's rather fun, because it's fun to be menacing.
It is, and also I think as you get older, it's more interesting to play the character parts. It's much more interesting.
You've got a wider field apart from anything else, haven't you? Deeper characters,
Oh,
as
absolutely.
it were, rather
I mean,
than
look
just
at
an
Helen Mirren,
ingenue.
look at her career. It took her to play the Queen to suddenly get all this amazing recognition, so...
Well, you never know. One day it may be Dame Michelle
Oh, I don't
Collins.
know. As long as, you know, I'm very lucky to be doing what I do and get paid for it and still be working after 25 years. So, you know, I'm very happy.
We look forward to you continuing to do so. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Michelle Collins. That's it for today. Tomorrow, the legendary Rolf Harris is here. Actor Timothy Spall chats about how he became the fattest man in Britain. Rosemary Schrager makes jam roly-poly. And we have a treat for Christmas from Her Majesty's Coldstream Guards. That's tomorrow at 3. Bye-bye for now.